Good morning, Gym Gypsies. Happy Friday. Welcome to a slower version of Friday Flow. Today is a full moon, and in the Ashtanga yoga tradition, we honor the moon days with a very restorative practice. Like all things watery in nature, human beings are about 70% water, so we're affected by the phases of the moon. Taking today's practice into a Yin style yoga practice, which is static and still. We'll start our first posture, child's pose. The big toes will touch, the knees will open wide, a soft bend to the elbows, and relax the shoulders. And you can see I've already been here for quite some time. Feel free to take these 3 postures for as long as you'd like. Sometimes up to 12 minutes they're held. You can hold them for a minimum of 2, or again, whatever you feel comfortable holding. The benefits here of child's pose, it's very healing and restful and can be used anytime a break is needed. It gently stretches the spine and is always a nice counter pose for any back bends or just seated. It brings a gentle compression to the stomach and chest, the organs of digestion, and psychologically soothing. It helps when we're feeling anxious or vulnerable. This posture can relieve back and neck pain, and when the head is supported, it feels good for the blood flow of lymph fluids to the upper chest. In the Yin practice, we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. So taking this very slowly. As I release from child's pose, I use my arm strength rather than my back or leg muscles, keeping the joints that I just worked very open. Moving here now into sleeping swan, slide the right knee behind the right wrist, the right foot over to the left side of the mat, and extend the left leg long behind you. Make sure that right glute is glued to the floor. Again, another posture you can hold for up to as long as you'd like, maybe 10 minutes maximum though. Very similar in the CrossFit world to Ramwad, which originated from Yin Yoga. This practice derives from Chinese medicine, works with the meridian lines and the acupressure points of the body. And sleeping swan here is a rigorous way to open the hips, allowing gravity to do the work. So I'm not forcing or pulling or pressing my body down. I just use body weight here to sink deep into my connective joint and tissue. I relax the glute, the hip, the low back. And I let the muscles of my face soften as I breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And just let the weight of your body again do all the work for you here, bringing a nice stretch to the joint and tissue around the quadricep, the hip flexors, the lower back. And this helps promote lots of blood flow through the lower half of your body, helping to heal the knee, the ankle, and the hip. Again, staying here as long as you would like, making sure that you know the time, however, so when you switch sides to the left, it can be even as well. The meridians and organs that are affected in this posture are the liver and kidney lines. These lines travel through the inner groin. Also, the stomach and spleen meridians are also affected. Gallbladder runs along the outside edge of the leg, and also the urinary bladder line through the lumbar arch of your foot. Take any gentle movements you need as you exit through these postures, but move slowly. And then slowly slide the left knee behind the left wrist. The left foot comes over to the right side of your mat as you slide the right leg back. Let the body be heavy. Soften the muscles of the face, the pit of the belly. And again, making sure that you time yourself on this side too. Keeping the body very relaxed is sometimes a foreign feeling for most. We are used to engaging, holding tension in the body. And so doing your best with each exhale here to let tension dissolve. Let the ground support you completely. Soften the pit of the belly, the collarbones, especially the jaw and the space in between the eyebrows, all of those hidden spots where we may unintentionally store tension. If you have any knee sensitivities with this posture, you can do this on the back, bending the knees and connecting the ankle to the opposite thigh, making a figure 4 shape with the legs. But if not, do your best to keep that left hip, left glute rooted to the floor, and again, let body weight and gravity do the work here for you. The difference here in this yin posture versus what this looks like, pigeon posture, in the yang practice is that we don't square the hips. We work very deeply with our natural anatomies. So take your time and finding your edge by way of breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose keeps us in a state of yin or rest and digest, rather than fight or flight, which promotes symptoms of stress or anxiety. Keep softening everywhere. And keep using your breath. And to exit out of this posture, I use my hands against the ground and my upper body strength to exit. When we utilize the muscles around the joints that we're working, it negates all of the hard work we just did, all of the time we spent. So really rely on your upper body strength here to come back to tabletop when you're ready, when your time has elapsed in this posture. And upon exiting these postures, feel free to take any slow, mindful movements that your body needs here to bring circulation and blood flow back. Take your time, move very slowly, a very mindful practice, a very meditative practice. And the last posture we'll do here today, only 3 total, how easy is that, is butterfly. Coming onto the seat, bringing the bottoms of the feet together and the knees open wide. But again, unlike our yang practice, where the heels are very close to the glutes or the groin, bring your heels away from you. Guide the chest forward until you can't anymore, and then round over the legs. Let the head be very heavy. Soften the neck, the shoulders, and again, the whole front side of the body here. Butterfly is a nice way to stretch the lower back, the kidney meridians, helping you to dissolve any symptoms of stress. It opens the hip flexors, softens the knees, and creates a nice traction from the IT band all the way up through the spine. Keep doing your best to surrender into this posture as you breathe in and out through the nose. You'll notice that the initial edge where you start off is different than where you'll end up. And so while not a very pretty or eye-pleasing, aesthetically pleasing posture, a very healing posture. Keep letting the body surrender. And keep softening the muscles of the face. This will in turn soften the rest of your body. You'll notice over time with patience and breath that the sensations change. And that is a beautiful practice to observe. The body changing over time just by staying still. We start to recognize that no feeling is final. When we want to react in these postures or exit these postures, return back to the breath. Let your body feel any sensation that surfaces. I come up very slowly using my arm strength. Head's the last thing to lift. I use my hands to bring the knees together and my hands to help myself back. Coming into final Shavasana. Taking a longer Shavasana here too, you'll start to feel the energy coursing through the body. All of that energy we just worked, that chi energy.